It is. Y'all know what it is, man. The Apex Podcast. We back again. As you can tell, we switched up the song, but we got the same producer from it. My boy Accurate, my brother from another mother. Appreciate you for always giving me these awesome beats that we can own the rights to. You know how YouTube like to control the narrative of how we do things. So we take it in our own hand over here at the Apex Podcast. And boy, we got some interesting conversation for y'all today. I'm super excited for this one. This my sis. She family. She done slept on my couch, slept on my floor, sat in my backyard and watched doves fly. I don't know how it just like white doves just appeared out of nowhere. And I was like, man, what is going on? But yeah, so you know how we do it at the Apex Podcast. First of all, I got to show my respect and say I appreciate everybody listening. I appreciate everybody that's joining for the first time. Please leave a comment wherever you listen to it at so we can get to the top of them charts. Because if you do, and if you don't, we going to get there anyway because we ain't going to stop pushing what we do at the Apex Podcast. So, like I said, this is my sis, and I'm going to bring her in one time right now and introduce herself. Miss Stormi Kelley. Let's bring you in. Let's see what you're talking about.
What up? What's popping?
What up? What up?
Man, I'm excited. I'm good.
Good.
Cold chilling.
Cold chilling. I see you got the Rest in Peace Breonna Taylor shirt on.
Man, she's still living as far as I'm concerned until, it's crazy. I ain't going to even get into that. Today the verdict was released. So, yeah, that was a little crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
But I'm still rapping up.
Man, I think we always going to forever rap it because it's part of history now. You know what I mean? Sad to say it got to be that way, and the young lady got to go out that way. But, every life sacrifices another life born. So hopefully with her life being taken away, we get another king or queen to come into this world to set the standards a little higher for everybody else. So that's how we're going to do that. We're going to leave it with that positivity right there. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and turn this music down so we can start this conversation. You understand? Let's mellow this out all the way. Man, what's up?
Oh, gosh.
What's up?
Man, chilling. Fresh off of work. Fresh off of dinner. You know me, same routine, different day.
Man, so I know what you do for work, and I also know what you eat for dinner. So I'm gonna tell everybody that's listening. She probably done had a whole garden salad with nothing in it. It's about 18 different type of beans, no cheese. Well, no, she do have cheese. She done had olives. She done had everything that everybody walked past the grocery store. Yeah. So that's what you eat. You eat everything nobody else wants. That's why you can always find food. So shout out to you for that, because I wish I could be as clean as an eater as you.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Man, so, hey, sis, so, I know a little bit about you, but tell the people where you from.
Oh, I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Man, only thing happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma is First 48.
Man, and the original Black Wall Street.
The original Black Wall Street?
1921. Yeah, the original the Gap Band is from Tulsa. I'm from Tulsa.
You, the Gap Band, and Black Wall Street. The only three people from Tulsa.
You don't be hating on us. We coming.
Hey,
we coming.
Y'all coming? Y'all been here since the beginning. What you mean y'all coming? Y'all still coming?
There's more of us coming. Y'all just don't know about us yet.
Man,
Every
the best
day,
thing.
all day. We stay birthing them from the 918.
Yeah, y'all stay birthing them from the 918. I'll give you that. I don't know.
Don't start, John. You got to take it light on you now. This is my second podcast with you. The first one was crazy. That was a live, though.
That was a live. Yeah, that don't count. That don't count.
That went crazy.
Yeah, we
So I'm
started
trying to
talking
be on
about
my
waist
best
trainer.
behavior today.
Hey, we got donations for your waist trainer on that live, for real though. That was pretty
Waist
interesting.
trainer. I had like 2 bags of groceries. They
Yeah, because
donated. We did.
your refrigerator always empty. I ain't never seen somebody refrigerator that's forever empty. I know your electric bill gotta be high because it ain't nothing in there that's stopping the refrigerator from running.
Man, I've been trying to do better though. I've been going grocery shopping
Every
every
3
2
weeks.
weeks. 2 weeks. I've been trying. I just went today just because I was like, just in case people
What you
want to
got?
go in
A
my
head of
fridge
lettuce?
again.
You got a head of lettuce and a cup of olives?
And some kale and some spinach and some carrots.
Everything that go bad in 2 days if you don't eat it. So you got a grocery shop like at least every 3 days because all that stuff, I'm juicing right now. So all that stuff, man, that stuff go bad real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. How do I turn my phone on? Do not disturb right quick.
I don't know. We just gonna keep rocking.
Is it too late?
It's too late.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all.
They don't hear it ring.
Oh, well, the screen.
Yo, she just trying to act important for everybody listening right now. She wanted to wait and be like, how do I put my phone on Do Not Disturb so she could seem like she popping right now. It's cool.
I texted you before. I was like, how do I put my phone on Do Not Disturb? You didn't respond, so I
just said, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, yeah. And I'm like, well, what about my phone? No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. That ain't important.
Ain't nobody calling me anyway.
And right, that's what I'm saying. So why you trying to front right now while we live talking about how you doing?
Because I just got a phone call.
All right, is you okay?
Excuse me.
Hey, so you from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and let's take this story back a little bit, man. For people that don't know, what is it like for a girl in the beauty industry coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Oh, it is a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. I feel like being a female, first off, and being in the hair cutting world, I feel like it's more it was known as a quote unquote men's world. So being a female in that, it is a struggle. You got quite a few obstacles you're going to have to get over. And so a lot of hard work, dedication. You got to have heart though. You have to know where you're going. You have to know what you want. You have to be determined because a lot of things can get you sidetracked. And if you ain't strong enough, they'll break you down easy.
Let's talk about it. Some of those obstacles, because, I personally know some of the obstacles that you were faced with and some of the hoops you had to jump through. And not necessarily jump through, but hoops you had to either walk around that made your process in the industry a little longer than others, or, just some lightweight stopping points where you had to, take a pause for a minute to reevaluate situations. So what was some of those things? So for the people listening, some of the young ladies listening, like what were some of those struggles you had to deal with coming up?
I'd say first off, being strong enough to believe in yourself. That was one of the first things, especially to all my younger ladies out there. Don't let nobody tell you can't. Second off, and not just being a woman in general around in a male environment. Yeah. Of course, you're going to be tried and tested. I went through a point where I only wore like jeans and t-shirts, baggy clothes, because I didn't want to be seen as pretty. I just wanted to be known for my skill set. And to kick down some of those doors, I had to kind of mask myself in sneakers and jeans and t-shirts. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to make my journey a little bit easier.
Isn't that a little cliche though? Like you in the beauty industry and you tried to hide the beauty that you had so that you wouldn't be tested. That's a little, I don't think some people may have not caught that. Like we're in the beauty industry, but yet you try to hide and mask the beauty of yourself so that you wouldn't have the distractions of people not respecting you for your God-given talent. but your hard work talent as well. And those are those hands that, that everybody see. That when people see your work, it's phenomenal. Like, just to watch you cut hair, I'm a vet at cutting hair. And just to watch you cut hair is dope, because you could tell, like, you get in this like world where it's just you creating art. You look so comfortable doing it, and it's fun for you. And you make things that people look and say, how do you do that so effortlessly? You make it look real easy.
Yeah.
What is that mindset that you get into when you just doing your thing? Because I done seen it a million times. I got video footage of it. But what is it when people see it? What is that? Like, why? Like, how did that become so easy? Talk about your mentors that actually helped you in that cutting world.
First off, I feel like I make it look easy. It's not easy. It's not just a job for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a passion. So when I'm cutting hair, I don't care where I am, who I'm in front of, what I'm doing, whose hair I'm cutting. It's just me and hair. I get one with it. And for me, it was the first thing that growing up, I mean, you know this story, but growing up, I was always searching for a purpose and searching for something that was solely mine, that loved me. I loved it back, and nobody can take it from me. And stumbling up on beauty school, I found that in haircutting. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I dropped like everything in my life. I was engaged, all of that, but I was like, nah, this is, everything's going to come second to this. I'm giving it everything I got. And I met, my first mentor was Aaron Johnson. I met Aaron in beauty school, and he was like, wow, you're an amazing hair cutter. He was getting his instructor's license, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. He was like, you're natural born. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. He was like, come roll with us. I'm going to teach you what you're doing. And I was like, all right. And so he's like, come over. I went on my first job interview, and it was at a Paul Mitchell Focus salon. When I got there, and I'm straight from the hood, north side of Tulsa, Oklahoma, 44th Street all day.
Yeah, I seen that on First 48. It might be your cousin.
It might, so don't test me. No.
Oh, you right. You right. Everybody from Tulsa, they all snitch on there, so you right.
But no, seriously. And so when I went, I didn't go to a Paul Mitchell school, which is awesome. But the salon I went to for my first interview was a Paul Mitchell Focus salon. So when I got there, I'm all dressed, I had a Gumby at this time, gold chains on,
So you look like you was in Juice?
Professional salt and pepper. Yeah, kind of. I had the 3 times dope popping off.
You look like you was an extra in the Juice party scene.
But you had to go find they gave you 30 minutes to go find a model and bring that person back and do a haircut. And I'm alongside of like 4 new graduates from a Paul Mitchell school. And the owner and his panel of judges, they're all educators. And I was like, wow. But long story short, I found a model. I found a lady. She wanted a pixie cut. So I'm like, oh, this is easy peasy. I know I'm about to kill it. Do the haircut, but I didn't know the product line. And at the end, she came up and she was like, you know what? I like the way you cut hair, but you don't have enough culture. And I think you're uncoachable. And so, wow. You know me, it's not easy to make me cry. That day I cried and I went back to school and I was like, Aaron, you lied to me. You said I was great. This person said I didn't have culture. And he's like, Stormi, whatever, you got to believe in yourself. And so he's like, go over to a Robert Croman salon. They're going to hire you. I'm like, I don't even know Robert Croman. I don't know nothing about this. And he's like, Stormi, go over there. And so I went to the salon. Long story short, I started working there. I've been there my entire career as far as behind the chair. Then I wanted to be I was like, you know what? I want to be on the platform. I want to be whatever, up there with the guys. And somebody told me I couldn't. It wouldn't happen, especially for a woman, and then me being a Black woman. Yeah. And so I had seen some of your work, and I reached out to you via Facebook, and I was like, yo, you know what? I need to get better at my men's grooming. I got to work on this side. But one thing I can say about Aaron, and I'm so grateful for Aaron, he helped me so much through my foundation of haircutting, because I could create something, but I didn't know how to talk about it. I didn't know the why I did what I did. I just did it. And he would sit there and like, Stormi, go find another model. And I do bring a person into a haircut. He's like, all right, that was cool. Go get another one and another one and another one. And I stayed hungry for it. So he never gave up on me. And so I was so grateful. But then I was like, you know what, man, I've seen this guy. I want to be coached by John Mosley. He's like the best, you know, whatever it takes to get to John. I need something, you know, I was hungry for more education. I know that dude. Who? John? You might have met him a time or two. He's kind of real bougie, kind of stuck up. It's like a line at Disney World when you try to go talk to him. But and you did play me to the left, actually. Because I hit you up and I was like, yo, I want you to be my mentor. And you was like, yeah, right. I'm in LA. You're in Tulsa. I doubt if we'll ever work together. And so I was like, all right, you on the list. But then that's when the middleman told me, Stormi, you ain't gonna make it, all this stuff. Bypassed all of that, packed up my stuff, moved to California to work in our flagship salon. It's another flagship for Paul Mitchell. It's a Robert Croman salon there, and worked alongside with Robert Croman, Stephanie Kachelski, Mary Cromans, Donna, Anya, Ashley, Austin, Anthony. It's so many great.
Yeah, y'all sound like you name your name like they the Harlem Globetrotters. Shout out to the Robert Croman Salon family, man. Everybody over there family, but that's like a hard. If y'all don't know them names, that's literally like the Globetrotters, like for real. And everybody else is the Washington Generals.
But no, seriously, I'm so grateful for our salon brand and team. And don't forget Morgan. She's not from Tulsa, but she's in OKC now. Everybody invested so much into me, and then the team Popular Nobody and
family.
I'm gonna quit name calling out. Yeah,
because that's a whole nother name, right there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
We just say family.
I've been blessed with so many mentors and so many people that invested and poured into me. I can't say thank you enough. And thanks to you, because even when I never even sought out to be, I was like, I just want to cut hair. And when education and like the platform work came into it, you know, I didn't even like talking. I'm like, let me just zone out. I just want to sit over here in the corner and cut hair. And you were like, no, you're going to do this. You're great. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to people. And you're like, no, I'm going to coach you through it. And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. But you spent so much time and so many countless nights. Y'all, this dude, I would literally work 7 days a week, but I was working. He was traveling. And this was before I started traveling heavy. I would work all day long, and sometimes I would sit up and scope out like the bars down the street from my house, and I'd wait on the dudes. I would wait on the dudes to come out because it was like a couple bars. I lived in like the downtown area, and so I just wait up on them. I was like, man, I'm gonna go out there by 12:45 and put my Mac down.
And you was like an Uber driver.
I was. But I would bring them back and I'd be like, John, don't go to sleep. I think I got one. And I would bring them back to the house because they already tipsy, just to do haircuts so he could walk me through a haircut because he was so busy. But I'm like, I don't care what it takes when you have someone with this much knowledge and that's so great and willing to work with you. I'm sorry that it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you might be on, I don't know what time zone, but I got somebody in my chair right now. Let's go. And I think I can only hold them for about 15 more minutes before we start cutting. So bro, I need you to get up like right now. And you would always do it. And I'm so thankful for that. And I feel like as a leader, as a mentor, that's the type of person that somebody with passion and drive and ambition need, because a lot of people go to sleep on you.
Yeah.
They're not investing that much time, that much energy into you. And like, You put up with my tantrums, everything. So I'm so grateful for you. And I don't think you realize sometimes, because we're like brother and sister. So it's like, oh, that's Stormi or whatever. And I'm like, no, man, I really appreciate you. Shut up. I might say it in a mean way, but
Yeah,
I
definitely.
am grateful for you.
Hey, that's why sometimes now when you be calling, I'll be like, just call Stormi, please. And I
And I'm like,
suggest
pick
on
up
you.
the phone.
And I suggest on you because I'm like, yo, Beck, can you please call Stormi? She calling me, but I think she really want to talk to you. She be like, how you
And if
know?
it's if it's in the morning time and you don't answer, I'm like, man, I'm gonna call his wife. Jess, what you doing? Where John at? I know he right there asleep. He see me call. Let me talk to him. And she'd be like, Stormi, he laying down. I'd be like, can you ask him just this one question right quick? I need help.
But that I think what people gotta understand in that whole little conversation piece right there is choose the right mentors. People that's not gonna give up
Yeah.
on you no matter what happens in life, and people that believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself or you don't see the greatness that they see in you. And you've helped me with that. Where sometimes I guess like previous I could be hard because I work hard as hell to get everything that I got and to continue to grow and groom not just myself, not just my family, but my popular nobody family. Like I groom all of us, and even grooming myself, I still am open to be groomed by the team. And so you always told me like you can't put people in place where you think they need to be, but you got to meet them where they at. And that opened my eyes up to so much to understanding how to coach and deal with people. Just those simple words. Like I don't never take for granted conversations that I hear from anybody because yeah, I might be a leader in most people's eyes, but the leader need leadership too. And the leadership can come from anywhere, but mentorship is a real thing. And people got to
Yeah.
understand it. Don't just Google a mentor. You need to be able to conversate and talk to them. And so if you want to talk to a mentor, I got a cool little online platform that we are selling, but we'll talk about that later.
Way to
Yeah,
roll that in.
yeah, a little ticker on the bottom of the screen or something pop up. But nah, I know how hard it is for you to open up. And I know how hard it is for
Yeah.
you to talk to people. So share a little knowledge on being such a creative artist and how you really an introvert, but when you're on stage and you get in front of people, like how do you bring that out? How do you put the introvert to the back so that you could just be that cool personality that we all see behind the scenes? We all laugh and joke behind the scenes. We all have fun with each other behind the scenes. And as a family, we spend a lot of time with each other. So how do you pull that out for people that don't know? Like, I know it's a lot of young stylists that always say like, man, I'm shy. And it's like, yeah, we all got some kind of shyness, but how do you pull it out of yourself to move forward?
Oh, what happens? When the lights come on, I literally feel like I don't have a choice because it's so many people have invested their time to come watch you for one. But how it really started is I would literally picture in my head. I'm like, you know how they call my nickname is Kanye because the way I
Yes.
pop off when I'm trying to get extroverted. And I would literally picture in my mind like these people came to buy, they bought a ticket. They paid money to come see me, and I got to put on for it. You don't really have no choice. Like you can't let people down.
Man,
And it's not fair to you to sit there and you enjoy this moment and them not enjoy their moment.
I
So
love that.
Stormi, no matter what it is, no matter what it takes, you got to give it.
Yeah, I love that because that's something that Jess helped me with, you know. So for you guys that don't know my wife Jessica, she's kind of like that person for me too. That when I don't feel like going, she know how to get me to push and push through, and so that's kind of the same way. Like at one point I was like pissed because I went to do a class and it was for a company and it was only like 4 people there, and I didn't feel like going. And I got there and I was like, man, like, I don't even feel like being here. So I went outside before the class and I called her and I was like, yo, man, it's only like 4 people here. Like, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And she was like, no, those 4 people paid to see you. She was like, so at the end of the day, you got to give them 4 people the best class they ever had. And I've never not taken that conversation into every class that I do. And personally now I prefer to do the smaller classes because I could give more to the individuals there, and it's more of a personal touch, and they walk away with so much more than what they actually paid for. And I thank her for that. And that's awesome that you kind of do the same thing and get yourself into that moment. What's that song you listen to before you go on stage?
Oh, depending on what day it is, but usually it's a Hove song. You know, Hove is my #1 fan. If anybody can get me out of introverted, my quiet moments, you know, I barely like to come out the house. So if anybody can push me out the house, it's Hove or you. You'll be like, Stormi, now you going to do this. And I'm like, all right, you're right. One of those John talks, let's see. So many Hove songs I can play. It just depends on what vibe I'm in.
You can't give me a Hove bar right now.
Man, I can give you so many Hove bars. Don't start playing with me.
Give me the Hove bar right now that make you go. I'll wait. Because I could tell you mine.
Let me hear yours.
It's with him and Jeezy. Go crazy.
Wait a minute. What's that? Okay, go ahead.
Is that Go Crazy? It's just something about that Go Crazy verse that he spit with Jeezy. Like I don't know. It's just the energy on that song between those 2 dudes. Even though Hove got a bunch of them, it's something that make you rock with that song. It might be the beat and Hove just ride the track a certain way. Like, it's just hard. So, yeah, I'm waiting. And everybody else that's listening is waiting too.
You're being real petty right now. You had me in one mode. Let's see. What's the Hove bar? It's so many Hove bars that make me go crazy.
Okay, watch this. Reasonable Doubt. Give me one from Reasonable Doubt.
Check cheddar like a food inspector. The homie said, yo, Hove, finish your breakfast. Don't make me hype up in here now.
Blueprint.
Yeah.
Blueprint.
John, we are not about to do this.
Yes, we are. Blueprint.
You do not want to do this.
Blueprint.
On the Blueprint, let's see. Oh, what's on a Blueprint that makes me go crazy?
I can tell you.
Think right now.
I can tell you another one right now. Democrat, nope. I so dope.
So dope. Trouble Waters had to learn how to float.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know that's crazy.
Yacht 9/11.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because I think when you're a real like hustler and you got that mindset of that go-getter mentality, if you are that person, you definitely love Hove because it's one thing that I learned from Hove. He don't talk about his moves, and if he do, they're so subliminal. By the time they come out, then you hear that he did it 2 songs ago where he like when he came out, nobody really noticed. But when he came out with that Chevy limited color, that Jay-Z hue, and then he said it in the song, an album before it even came out. My favorite color, my favorite blue is Jay-Z hue. And then all of a sudden, Chevy dropped a limited edition Jay-Z color. I said, man, this guy is crazy. But so yeah, I'm a big Jay-Z
fan.
You
know, I'm a whole fan. Like, die hard.
Yeah, that's a crazy situation. Did you play sports? Any?
Man, I tried basketball, a little bit of soccer. I was a cheerleader for a couple of days. I didn't really like the cheerleader thing, but basketball, I played that for a little bit. Well, my first high school game, I shot at the wrong goal. You know, I was.
Yeah, I got some videos of you being real unathletic.
Well, I did try.
You were very unathletic. I think I got a video of you racing Jalen on my phone.
But I had on sandals, and Jalen had on sneakers. So
He said he'll run it back. He said, don't worry about it. He'll run it back. So
that was bad. I really, really tried in sports though.
yeah,
not a lot, but yeah.
What yo, we talk about so much crazy stuff, and I'm trying to word this right. How many days a week did you figure out you work?
How many days a week?
How many
I work 7 days
No.
a week. I'm always ready to work.
No. See, verbiage. You said you work 7 days. How many weeks do you work a month?
Man, I think we came up with.
No, we didn't come up with it. You came up. How many days a week?
You mean days a month?
Yeah, how many
I
days
think you came up with the actual number.
I said 19.
But, yeah, it's about 19 or 20. I can give myself 21 easy.
What happened to the other days?
I don't want to talk to nobody. Leave me alone. Leave some food by my door. If you're thinking about me, don't call me. I don't want to talk. I need to just be by myself. And if it's someone that wants their hair done or cut, I would totally cut hair as long as I don't talk to them. Do your hair all day, but I don't feel like talking to you. Turn on some music and just be quiet.
So 21 days.
21 days is all you get out of me. Due to PMS. I don't know. And I feel like, guys, and I'm so grateful to everybody in the Popular Nobody family and others that have put up with me.
For the world that don't know, y'all deal with her the 21 days. We got to deal with her the other days.
What's that? 9, sometimes 10 or 11. It's just like the week before PMS. That's the part you don't want to see me. And I don't want to see the world because I'm not a person that's myself. I'm mean and
But I know that somebody else struggled too. I know somebody else listening to this right now.
And I feel like a lot of people or a lot of women go through it, but they can't express it. And you just have to bear with it. And you just trucking on day after day. But me, thankfully, I manifested the right type of career and people around me.
Can you please help the guys listening right now? So for the guys that's listening right now, right? If they have a significant other that have these type of demons coming out, how can they help themselves get away from those 10 extra days?
Leave her alone. Get her maybe some chocolate, I guess, whatever little thing she like. And I feel like also too, I'm different from a lot of women. I'm not that clingy because I'm also so introverted. I just need my me time. Let me recoup and I'll get back to you. Leave a plate. I don't care. Go with your boys, play football, do what guys do, but leave me alone.
Wait.
For maybe 3 or 4 days.
How old are you?
Don't you ain't supposed to ask the woman that.
No, I'm serious right now.
But I'm 39.
Okay, so if you dating
and I'm
a dude,
still having PMS.
But listen, if you dating a dude at 39 years old that play football, he either need to be in the NFL or he should be retired.
Watch football. Whatever dudes do, go do that. Just get away from us. Well, that's what I like. I don't want to be cuddled, and because I'm probably gonna say something or do something that's not gonna be very nice to you. So to save both of us and save our relationship, that's probably why I've been single. Every 21 days when it's time to date, I'm like,
Yeah, you might be able to date somebody 21 days and y'all break up 10 and then you back on 21. You kind of like time
I'm
share.
gonna need them. Yeah, like a time share.
You like a timeshare.
But I think that would be the perfect scenario, right? Because everybody needs their me time.
But you get you get a whole nother calendar part of the me time.
I can't help that.
So
guys, be nice to the women around you, your daughters, your wives, your co-workers, whatever it is. We have it hard. It ain't just cramps. Our attitudes get bad. Mine do. And then sometimes I get hungry. Sometimes I don't. So
Hey,
if
you
I
know
get
what you
hungry, that's a
notorious
whole
for?
nother ball game.
You are
What?
notorious for when you get hungry, you turn into, for real. I think that Snicker commercial, the Betty White joint, I think that was made after you. Like you would literally, and look, I'm gonna just put it out there because I know you hate it when we do this on the road. None of us eat like Stormi eat when we on the road, and so, well, now me and Jess kind of do. And so before though, we'll be at Roscoe's, we'll be at everywhere. She'd be like, I can't even eat nothing. So you'll go to the grocery store and buy trail mix. You'll buy seaweed chips.
Because you guys, but what y'all don't understand is this is, and everybody listening, imagine being the only vegetarian. You get up, and you know I wake up extra early. I'm up at 5 a.m.
Why you wake
I
up at
go
5?
I need my me time. I got to meditate. Yeah, I have to start my day right. And I'm so strategic and structured that if it's interrupted, something ain't going to go right. I'm a little OCD, but
Yeah,
whatever.
we got videos on YouTube of you sitting outside
Yeah.
an Airbnb house by yourself.
Yep. 6 a.m. My makeup's already done. I didn't already want to get my coffee. Let me get my me time before anybody get up. I need 2 showers a day at least. So I need those by myself. Don't knock on the door. It's going to make me mad. So I get up extra early so I'm not bothered. So I can have a great day. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to see
anyway.
why
Well,
you just
I'm
answered a lot
saying.
of questions. You just answered a lot of questions. And if any
But
male,
I feel like if I'm not in nobody's way, I'm not going to wake you up and be like, hey, no, I'm going to wake up, you still sleep, and I'm going to start me. So by the time he wake up, I'm like, hey, hon, here's breakfast. See, it's a perfect scenario.
you
You wake up to
breakfast or
me,
you
I'm
went to
already pretty.
you cooked breakfast or you went to Starbucks and just plated that breakfast
Why is
with egg?
you being so petty
I'm just
today? That's
asking.
one. You know what? I don't cook, but I've been trying to because I've been practicing. Because since COVID, one thing I am grateful for COVID for is making me like sit down and having the time to realize to plan like a personal life for myself because I didn't have one before and I didn't think it was important to set aside that time, and I would have never done it. So now I know moving forward. So I'm getting so much better, and
I'm proud
I'm
of you.
not as
I'm proud of you.
OCD. Yeah, I am too. You see the way I kind of lit up? I was like,
Yeah,
oh
you
my
you had a
gosh.
little growth. I
Yeah.
seen your growth. Your refrigerator stayed a little fuller.
I got fridge stuff. I bought some furniture. Because before,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't care
look at you.
about
You
that.
even
I'm
got
like, I'm
life in
not
there.
going
You
to
got
be
a little
here.
plant behind you.
I got a plant, and I was like, if I can groom a plant, and I've got 1, 2, 5, 6 plants now. If I can keep
Man,
those alive, I can probably invest in like a relationship, start small,
hey, you got to start. You got to
So
start with a plant.
I did,
I
and
think
so
you
I
need a
got 5
goldfish or
or
something.
6.
I think you need,
Nah, I ain't doing it.
huh? You need a
We would
goldfish.
just one thing at a time.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
Don't
did
want
a
no
plant.
goldfish.
Okay, well, my bad for trying to
My plants are my
into it.
friends. No, he can take care of a goldfish if he want one, but
All right.
a plant is enough, John. Don't push me.
I'm
I
not.
ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Yeah, I know. Hey, so speaking of COVID, like, how did you deal? Because I know Sunday is your day. Like, Sunday is your fun day. You are a strong believer in Sunday fun day. How did you cope with not being able to do nothing on your Sundays? I know you Sunday brunch all the time. So how did you deal with not having that opportunity on Sundays?
I actually dressed up anyway. Remember, I would call
Wait,
you
what?
and I would just dress up. I would still get dressed and I would just brunch by myself. Or I'd call friends, or someday I made like little Zoom parties and I would brunch with my friends via whatever, or whoever wanted to brunch. And, that was it. I
Yeah.
love dressing up anyway. So that was perfect.
Shout out to your Sunday brunches. I'm glad they back.
Yes, me too. I get one day, and actually, I've only been going 2 Sundays. out the month because I realized, yeah, since I'm not, I guess, working as crazy, I don't need that release time.
You know, just thinking about that, something I thought about, because we talked about mentoring, but one thing that I did for you as a mentor that I think we don't even shed enough light on, you know, and I'm gonna shed a little light on it because I do want you to talk about it, is financial. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you know, you talk to me about financing and how to do certain things with money and how to save and put things away and stuff like that. And I put you on a real strict plan that most people couldn't do. And I want you to shed some light on that because I think that was impressive.
That was a big deal because it's my brunch, Sunday brunch, my nail polish, and what else did I have?
Those
I think
at the time
that
it was that Sunday brunch, and you even though you're introverted, you like to go out and hang out. You'll have a couple drinks and all of that. So I think it was all tied in.
oh, I
together.
didn't buy groceries.
Yeah, you wouldn't buy
Because
groceries.
I hated going to the grocery store. I
Right.
hated it. It was like torture. And I'm like, for what? This is weird. It's just not something I enjoy doing. And I think I had got kind of spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing that because I don't want to. I'm only doing what makes me happy. And I don't think it was the big head, but I feel like the law of attraction, you know, I believe in that a lot. And so I was just like, so honed in on my mental and spiritual side. I was just manifesting stuff and it was happening, but I wasn't doing the things I needed to do to make sure I kept it and just being smart with it, really. And so I couldn't go without like nail polish and just little dumb things. And so you did that, put me in a whole different light. John put me on a 30-day diet. And I think I was down to maybe a $50 budget a week.
Yep.
I had a $50, all I could do was pay my bills, of course, my rent and my things that I had to pay. But after that, after all my overhead was taken care of, I could only spend $50 a week. And I was like, okay, so how am I supposed to get a pedicure and a manicure? I do that twice a month. What am I supposed to do? I need a wax. I need this. I got to have that. Women, you know, it's stuff that women need. And he's like, and I was like, so you mean to tell me I got to save up to get my nails done? And I just get just like a gel polish and get them cleaned up. I don't need no tips. And he's like, Stormi, if it's more than $50, you can't get it. I did that for 30 days. I saved so much money. I didn't obviously pass out from or lose who I was because my nails weren't polished. So I overcame that issue. I ended up grocery shopping and I was so strategic about my groceries. Then I got smart enough after the first week. I was like, how can I live off of $50 and have some change left over? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, he got me messed up. I'm about to work me a manicure up out of this, $200 a month. And I ended up doing that. So then I carried that on and I kept on and I still continue to do that. And some days I think I would make sacrifices like, okay, I'm just not going to eat dinner today because I'm going to save this. I could have $18 left. And then it just got addictive. And so I was just saving and saving. I still do that now. And some days, my friends like Morgan, she's good at it because she's like, Stormi, buy yourself a pair of shoes. Dude, you need a pair of shoes, work shoes. And I'm like, nah, these is good. She like, B, this ain't even you. And I'm like, I know, but like, give me like 19 more days and I'll go buy a pair of shoes. These are still working. And so when I go to the store now, instead of buying like a nice pair of shoes, I still get a nice pair of shoes, but I'm like, you know what? It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to work. I'm going to get these joints over here because I can take this and put this back. And it gets weird now. So.
Yeah, but and I don't think what you don't realize, or you may have realized, it changed your perception because you started strengthening your mind. So it made you better at certain things because you didn't just, you started working out more to get that anger out of not being able to
Yeah.
spend the way you did. So you, in that time frame, you lost weight, you got healthier, you saved money. But then what you did too was you didn't just work the physical aspect of your body, you worked the mental aspect of your body. And for you, and you know, to do that for 30 days, that is very strenuous because you're breaking a habit. And that's why I told you 30 days is because you had to break that habit. Like, I think as society, we just get so used to money coming in and money going out that we don't really recognize the difference between our wants and our needs, and how we need to survive to really grow.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just to see you do that and watch it. And I specifically chose things that I knew you hold real dear to, like your nails and all of the brunch and all that. I took those things away and said, listen, but that goes back to the mentee and mentor type balance where you understand and trust it, that I was just trying to give you a better situation, and it just made you stronger. So I don't think I ever told you I'm proud of you for that. So kudos.
Oh, thanks. And thank you for that. But even when that 30 days, because I think that was around like the holiday time. And so I was at home. So I was really like, it was in my face. I was so moved by it that when I got back on the road and start traveling, I would even literally use my per diem, my daily per diem. And I was even tight with that. And so I would be working with somebody and they're like, Stormi, it ain't your money. And so I don't care. I'm like, no, I don't care. This is crazy. I don't want to get used to this again. But I'm like, shoot, I just went and bought, instead of spending $35 on dinner, I spent like $5 when I first landed in the city and got PB&J, and I'm eating this for 3 days, and I'm actually taking it on the plane to my next stop. And, you know, I would buy like trail mix and stuff. This is going home with me because I need this for my next 2 trips, and being crazy with it. But yeah, that was a huge growth period.
Yeah, I think.
So guys, thanks, John.
Thanks
for preparing me for a relationship. I'm not high maintenance. I'm so humble.
You tried to shoot the shot.
I'm so humble, right?
You tried to shoot the shot.
It don't take much. I can live off of less than $50 a week. So, yeah. And I did learn how to polish my own nails in that.
Yeah, because I told you, I'm like, you a licensed cosmetologist. You know how to do your own nails, man. Do that. Like, don't do.
And I'm like, but it's time consuming. I didn't have time. But you was like, make time. And I'm like, I guess somewhere to go. So you want them nails done, Stormi, you're going to clean up your own cuticles. I did too. And I had to save up the money to buy the file, the cuticle trimmer, and polish is expensive.
But you still got all that stuff.
And I still got it.
Yeah, so if you ever had to go back to it, you know how to do it. That's the whole point. I think people don't understand. Like, if somebody is coming from the bottom and they make it to the top, the journey that they've walked, they're not afraid if they have to go back down some levels, because they know it's just going to boost them up even higher because they gain more knowledge on the way up and back down to go back up. You know, it's like having momentum on a diving board. Like you only really need 3 bounces before you can honestly get to the highest point, and then you just got to jump. And I think most people they don't see that. They don't understand that. Like, you see people jumping and jumping and jumping on a diving board. That's because they scared to jump in. You ain't getting no higher, bro.
Yeah.
And you better tuck them knees in and cannonball and yell it. Like, but that, so like I said, man,
but even now, some days I'll do that. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do this and do that. And even making like coffee at home. Right. And, you know, my friends like, hey, you mean for coffee this morning? I'm like, nah. They're like, man, it's $6. I worked alongside you yesterday. I know how much money you made. And I'm like, I don't care. And I'm like, that's mine. I'm not giving them $6.
Hey, it's so funny because
you just drink this cup of coffee.
You'll tell me, yo, can you send me some coffee? And I'll tell you, me and Jess rather buy you a Keurig machine than keep sending you this $6 coffee. And, you know, because at the end of the day, like, we have to think different in order to go to different levels and to different places. And a lot of it is financially. A lot of it is we
Yeah.
struggle, especially in like, you know, low income areas, man. We already got so many things stacked against us in that low income area,
Us.
from food choices to, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, that's why them cup of noodles is so cheap. Some people got to eat those in the morning just to stay warm, and it's crazy to see that. But
But and it's crazy how like the health is diminishing, but to eat healthy is so expensive. My bag of groceries, I spend maybe every 2 weeks is probably what I would think someone with a family would spend
yeah, you probably
just
spend
for
like
me to
two,
eat
three hundred
healthy.
dollars on groceries.
I never go to the grocery store spending less than $100. And you know me, I'm not even a picky eater. Give me a few beans and some stuff to survive off of. I'm cool with that. It's insane
Hey, you know
how
who I think
expensive it
about
is.
every time, like when I think of Stormy, it's a female comedian that I think about, Adele
Oh,
Givens,
love me
because
some Adele.
that's who
I'm
every
not
time I
giving
think
away all the Tic
of.
Tacs.
But then the whole like, I'm such a fucking lady, like that's
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? And to be honest, Stormy, I just want to shed some light on you as an artist because I've had an opportunity to work close with you and just to see you grow, not just from an artist standpoint, but from a human standpoint. And you know, I know those struggles. You know, as a mentor, you trust me with your story, and we ain't even gonna go there. But you know what I mean? Like to see the person you're becoming, and to see the person that you have turned the corner to be right now in this present moment. Me and Jess talk about it a lot. Like we proud of you because we seen those dark days for you, and we also seen that we had to get the shovel and help put some light at the end of your tunnel. And we all, as a collective, Popular Nobody family, we all grab shovels for each other. And when somebody's stuck in that
Yeah.
rut, we'll dig each other out. And I just want to shed light on that. I got kudos to you because of
Thank you.
how you work so hard and strive so hard, not just to be a great artist in yourself, but not just to be a great human being, but your heart, man, your heart. People don't know it, and people might not think it because of how we talked about your 21 10-day rule. You know what I mean? But you have the heart of, like, not even gold. Gold is the most expensive thing right now, but you got the heart of platinum because you will go in, and I
Yeah.
done seen this, where you'll go into a beauty school and stay there all day and just talk to them students and love on them students to
Yeah.
let them know that somebody fucking care. Like,
Yeah.
and to me, that always touches me because that's how I am. You know, I don't mind sitting on that stage and hanging out and just talking to them because they need to know, man, this platform that we have, the stage that we have, is God could take that away. But as long
Yeah.
as we keep serving and we in this people business to serve people, and that's what we put on this earth for. And I think you do a real good job at it, even with the 21-10 rule. You do a great job at serving your community. You know, during the protest, when all of this protest kicked off, you know, you called me and was like, yo, I'm marching tonight. And I'm like, all right, I think I called you. And I was like, yo, literally, I picked up the phone and I said, yo, I know you going to protest tonight. Man, can you just let
Yeah.
us know when you make it home? Like, I'm not going to tell you not to, because we all had to do our part. And that was the part you had to play. And so I just was like, let us know you made it home safe. You know what I mean? But you went even further. And I'm gonna tell it right now. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it.
What, don't you?
I'm gonna
Wait
tell it.
a
I had to
minute.
sit up too. Yeah. Let's talk
You
about it.
about to say what I think you about. That was my first night in a
What you
new
talking about?
city. So
What you talking
what
about?
you talking about?
I think the people
Yeah, I
want to
do
know.
some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you'd have never met me and just hung out without this camera, I'm me. But
Yeah, that's what I love about it. You just you. So I'm gonna tell them a little bit about you. So
I like to have fun.
did you buy a case of water? Hey, what you buy a case of water for?
Well, I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I was in the salon when the protesting first started popping off, and I'm like, well, what's going on out there? Because I've been working, and it was stuff happening. And he was like, oh, it's a protest going on down the street. And I'm like, oh, I got to get out there with my people, I'm going to go help. So when I get out there, I'm in a new place, and I didn't really know nobody and have a lot of family and friends around and whatever. I didn't know.
A good excuse. Right on.
So I went to, so I was kind of showing up late because I worked late. But when I went out there, I was like, on my way, I was like, let me pick up some little water or something. I don't know how long people have been out here. I don't have a TV.
So that's the humanitarian part.
Don't know.
You're going to win
Yeah, I didn't have a TV. I
that.
don't know nothing.
Okay.
And so I was like, all right, let me get a little backpack, put some waters in there to, help people out.
Carry the city on your back, huh? I like it. Keep going.
But, hey, pre-protest, I had never really been out, met people and stuff. So just FYI. Mm-hmm. So I'm out there with my backpack of water. So I kept on seeing all these hot guys. And I'm like, oh my gosh, here's my opportunity. Hey, brother, how you doing? I was asking them water, because at that time, I was like, what, this would be the perfect time to start meeting dudes. You ready to start dating? So I was giving them some water, and I'm like, hey, I'm your sister Stormi. Here's my number. Take my number. Let's keep in contact. Let me know you made it home tonight, brother.
So you use the protest as an opportunity.
I didn't, wait a minute, fix that, because I don't want
but you don't want
to take it wrong. But I'm like, simultaneously work. I'm so used to juggling everything.
Right. It was right there. You didn't have to go no further.
I wanted to make sure they got home. So if you ever need anything, brother, call me. Yeah.
You got a humanitarian award. Yeah. You had a real life Tinder. Like, you was winning. It was right in front of you. Backpack full of water. Ladies, so you hear that? Look what a backpack full of water can do. Keep you single.
Sure. I ain't going to show up empty hand. What? Oh, yeah. That didn't work out too.
No, it didn't work out. But it was a thought.
But I think it ain't a lot of... Shut up, Stormi. We ain't gonna even get in there.
Yeah, we ain't even. That's a whole nother step. We might need a part 2 for that. The part 2, we might have to charge for.
Part 2.
So everybody listening, man, people always tell me and Stormi, like, y'all need a whole TV show together, because we both crazy. We both crazy in a good way. We fun to be around, energetic, and we just talk that stuff, man. And we don't really care. We gonna be who we are. We just enjoy life, love life, and love the people around us. So. But I did want to point that out, that you protest and use the protest as an opportunity to not just support what was happening, but to, pass out water.
But that'll let you know what type of mindset I got.
You're a hustler. You were still hustling.
Keep on going, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pass out water.
No matter what. I'm going to do everything. Whatever you need, I got you, boo.
Yeah. Meow, go ahead.
No, shut up. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. You see, I keep twitching like, boy, I was going to say something. But
yeah, you keep fighting it. You fighting that demon.
Shut up.
You fighting that cootie monster. Hey.
He coming to get you.
Yeah. Nah. Man, Stormi, you know what? I just appreciate
I'm a good person now.
I never once said that. I've never once.
It's bad when you got to take up for yourself.
You trying to?
Like, I am a good person.
Something just flashed in your eye from the back in your head from the protest. You're like, wait a minute, I'm a good person.
I did a lot of crazy things, jumping out of airplanes, doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, you did jump out. Let's talk about that. You jumped out of an airplane. And what made you do that?
I don't know. It's just I'm one of those people that I feel like when just life period, I was born into, they say you play the cards you dealt. Yeah. And so I feel like I've made it through so much, even as a young kid. And so now I'm like, what's going to stop me? So every chance I get to do something that either I've never witnessed, I've never done, or, there's something unfamiliar or something that scares me a little bit, I just do it. I'm like, what do you got to lose? You done made it this far. You done made it through some of the most treacherous things. So do it.
And you did it.
And let's see if I got something left. Me, I'll jump off the top of the third story of a boat in the middle of the ocean. I can't swim, but I'm like, well, we'll see what's going to happen.
So can you stop sending us videos of you acting like you're swimming? Because we all know you can't swim. Now you just told the whole world that you can't swim. So please, can you stop?
I can't swim that good. But I be looking good in the water. I be surviving.
Hey,
before, remember, I used to jump in with a life jacket on, but now I don't even put on a life jacket. No matter where I am, I'm like, just go at it.
You like the worst that can happen. You're the type of person that get in the pool, right? And then they feet, they like kind of hunch down a little bit, so they bent at the knees and at the waist, and they put their back up so it look like they swimming, but they really walking. That's you. Like it looked like
right.
But you just,
I can't.
You can float.
I can swim. For the record, I can swim, but I do have panic attacks in really deep water. But now I've kind of
really didn't help our case.
Control my panics. Yeah, because you hating on me.
You really didn't help our case as African Americans that Black people can't swim. You didn't help us right now.
Well, won't you help us and put out a video showing you can swim?
Listen, my whole childhood, I grew up in the water.
Wait.
That's why I'm so dark.
Don't talk about it, be about it, show us. Is that why you dark?
You've
been in the house for 4 months.
What do you mean as a kid? My melanin was set.
Well, why do some days you look light skinned? This is what I want to know.
You trying to play me right now. You keep trying to tell me I got a filter on and all that. Nah, my T-zone be popping, man. I wash my face good. Quit playing with me. And for all you guys, make sure your T-zone straight. Make sure your T-zone straight, man. Because
exfoliate it.
Yeah, exfoliate, hydrate. Most men got bad skin because they don't wash their face. They just get in the shower, let water run on it.
Men don't.
Man.
I don't guys wash their face because you got to wash your hair, your head.
Okay. Okay.
I hope. Well, I ain't going.
Look what you just said. You hope. See, now you're starting to think about it. See, I told you. Hey.
No, I was thinking that. No, my hair. Yeah.
So
I'm listening.
It is.
I'm shutting up.
Yeah, because if you about to talk about your hair,
gonna go right.
Yeah, don't even.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm shutting up.
Hey, look. I think it's time to get out of here, but I think we should do this. We should do this more often. What you think?
Yeah, I think we should. Let me be your co-host. Why you don't ever want to let me be your co-host? I'm gonna shut up when it's time for me to shut up.
I see. That's the part I have trouble believing that. But
I am. See, I was on my best behavior this whole hour.
Yeah, you did good. You know what? Let's set that up. We're gonna have a John Mosley, Stormi Kelley co-host situation.
And I can open it up with making Kool-Aid. Because there's a lot of people out there in our industry that ain't never made Kool-Aid before. And I like to mix flavors.
You are really putting the Black narrative out there.
Well, remember the last time on our live when I was dipping in the Kool-Aid?
You was making Tang.
And everybody was like, that was Kool-Aid, 2 packs. That's why it looked rich like Tang.
What color? Black people don't even say flavors. They say color. What color?
Yellow and red. Lemonade and tropical punch. Ooh. It's my favorite.
See? Tropical. Hey, well, look, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, I gave you your roses while you still living and as you still growing.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing by spreading the soil. Some people as leaders either plant seeds or throw soil. And what you do in those beauty schools to help the next generation of young hairstylists mentally, and what you do to show them that, you care, we care, and to let them know that people still got their back no matter what they go through. And life is hard, but life is okay. And so keep doing that and keep pushing that love. But I want to give you a second to give somebody a message, and just talk off the heart, and deliver something for somebody that walk away from this podcast with?
Dang, you made it heavy for a player.
Man, heavy.
One of the things that I truly believe is nobody's greater than you. If you can't find nothing else, if you can't believe in nothing else, look inside yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your greatness. And, you know, a lot of times we compare, so used to comparing ourselves. And that's one thing that I love about being by myself. It's just me in the mirror. And so when I go out to the world, that's what I look at. So when I see other people, it's either I can help them or they can help me or whatever. So look deep inside yourself, own who you are, and just believe. And no matter if you can think it, literally, if you can think it, you can manifest it. You can bring it to life. Don't ever let nobody tell you can't.
That's awesome. Where can they find you at? What's your Instagram handle?
Just Stormi with an I, and it's literally JUSTORMI.
You forgot how to spell your own name. You definitely correct. Look at
Well,
you.
I just came back to social media today. So
Yeah, you came out of hiatus, you know.
Yeah.
And you came back with some fire too. So I appreciate that.
I'm about to make another post now. So go on, like it, follow me, and let me know what more of me you want to see.
Man, well, Stormi, I appreciate your conversation. I appreciate your time. And you know how we do it. You know, we don't let nobody get out without a hand clap, and you got to have your exit music because every superhero needs some theme music. And that's just how I was raised. You understand? So check us out. Apple, Spotify, everywhere we can stream, YouTube, wherever we can be, that's where we're going to be. And so till next time, we appreciate your support. Stormi, we love you. We appreciate you. And we're going to send you out the right way. So you know how we do it. Oh, man. Kill him with the shoulders. Kill him with the shoulders.
You know I can't dance, but whatever.